Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Talos Principle 2, where I think we're ready to leave here. Pretty sure we've accomplished everything that we set out to accomplish. Maybe? Probably. So we're going to the Lost Marshes now. Seems like a good idea anyway. And then, yeah, we'll see how that goes. No one talking? I was kind of expecting some dialogue there, but I guess not.
This area looks flooded as well.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice. After they died, most coastal settlements were claimed by the sea.
Yeah.
South of New Jerusalem, there's a whole city under the water. We went there once with Garrus, when I was an apprentice. It was eerie.
That's exactly why the founder created the goal. When you go past the limits, this is what happens. Mother Nature always gets her revenge in the end.
This isn't revenge, Al. It's just failure. People, cities, mountains. As far as the sea is concerned, it's all the same. Their mistake was forgetting that, telling themselves nothing would change. It always does.
That is true. Everything is always changing. Anyway, that deer wasn't a weird spot there. Just hanging out. Another snowy, foresty area, but like very different vibes again. I like it. Just the lighting alone, you know. So if a sprite out that way, I guess. Good to know, good to know. Alright, so look, is this actually level 1? I didn't really look at it, I was just kind of walking. Indeed it is. There's a sign. Number 1, yes. Let's start with a puzzle, why not? Substitution. Bring an item to swap. It's a new thing. What now, though? We go up, so we need... I don't know, do I need... Because we need to swap. If I swap this out, then I have a fan. And then I can jam the thing. Is that gonna take me high enough? It is, okay. It looked like that was a little too high, but then there's also no other way to do anything.
I've had a closer look at the Somnodrome. It's based on the original prototype with some modifications.
Okay.
As usual, the data is a mess, but I strongly suspect there might be a functional version somewhere.
I know some of you have heard stories about the answers this device might reveal. But please remember, that is not our main priority here. Keep an eye open for it, but focus on finding Athena.
But what if, you know, I need to look within myself in order to find Athena. So maybe I should just sit down first chance I get in the Somnodrome. No, that's a long fart. I'm fine, I'm fine. Ah, shame. I wanted to run all the way up. I couldn't. I could not. What a shame. Alright, what do we need here? Do we really have to like to do every single extra lever in every single area to open like the door in the first one? I guess so. It looks that way anyway. So I have to go back to everywhere, which is fine, I guess. Might find some more artifacts and stuff. Might waste a bunch of time looking for those too. Alright, interesting. Deer just kind of running. That's what they do, I suppose. I like it here. From Yarnith to Athena, beloved founder, I beg you to return to us. We cannot achieve the goal without you. You are the one who defied Elohim, who overcame the trials of the simulation. What are we before that? How can we possibly find a path that will not lead to the mistakes of the past? You are a sore link to the wisdom of the progenitor. 5358, without you, we are lost. Praise be your name, Yarnith. Yeah. Human construction, excerpted from What's Wrong with the World by G.K. Chesterton. Our modern prophetic idealism is narrow because it has undergone a persistent process of elimination. We must ask for new things because we are not allowed to ask for old things. The whole position is based on this idea that we have got all the good that can be got out of the ideas of the past, but we have not got all the good out of them. Perhaps, at this moment, not any of the good out of them. And the need here is a need of complete freedom for restoration as well as revolution. There is one metaphor of which the moderns are very fond. They are always saying, you can't put the clock back. The simple and obvious answer is, you can. A clock being a piece of human construction can be restored by the human finger to any figure or hour. In the same way, society being a piece of human construction can be reconstructed upon any plan that has ever existed. You can indeed turn the clock back, but if it stops ticking, it's dead. Yeah, I mean, like, we do turn the clock back. At least if if you live somewhere with daylight savings time, like once a year, you do just turn your clock back an hour, right? Because our time's just like, time is made up. Anyway, Black Snow. From selected archive documents. The coal mine finally brought decent jobs. It lifted us up from poverty, made us proud. We weren't just ordinary workers, we were the lords of the underworld, and with our skills we kept the whole country alive. The mine also brought black lung, gruesome injuries and death, and when it went away it brought the collapse of our entire society. As for the plants, I know it brought electricity and even more jobs, and I know what a difference that made in people's lives. I also know that when we used to go out and play, there were black flakes in the snow. Why didn't they just switch to safer technology once they realized coal was dangerous? They didn't always have a choice. Sometimes coal was all they had or were allowed to have, and the alternative was poverty. At other times, they wanted to switch, but there were powerful interests that prevented change. We can't blame people for the world they were born into. I mean, that is definitely, it's definitely true, Powerful interests. Preventing change. And then also, I feel like for a lot of, I don't know, for a lot of stuff like this, it's also just sort of like a, I don't really know, but like Austria, for example, as a country, we're just never on the bleeding edge of anything. We're always hoarding, back. We're always behind. We're always waiting. We're always just kind of like, it's always been this way. Why should we change? And it's really frustrating because we are a relatively small country. And we could change things, because it's not like, I feel like in the US, for example, it's like hard to do things because it's such a, you know, such a big country and so many like different kind of, like the regional differences are so big, and there are regional differences in Austria in terms of like, you know, the, you know, being in the mountains or not, I guess. But it's always really frustrating to see like other small European countries are doing a much better job at like adopting, you know, electric cars, for example. There's just a much higher rate because there's like political, you know, incentive behind it. Like, you know, that's always how that works, right? It's not just going to be people who all of a sudden, you know, choose not to buy combustion engine cars, but like it's more lucrative. Like it's the, you know, better financial decision, and then they do it. But then we're always so slow to do anything in that kind of area. And then you look at like, and like Norway is like an exception maybe because they're, you know, very rich with their gas and stuff, gas and oil, mostly gas though, right? And then, but still, like they're like comparable countries, Sweden, you know, population-wise, and it's sort of really frustrating. To just be perpetually, you know, kind of like slow to adopt changes, and always just kind of like, I don't know, it's frustrating. Anyway, and it goes, you know, with the coal mine stuff too, right? Like that's always just, you know, areas where it's just like they could change, and those companies like. The frustrating thing there is too, like those companies, the coal companies or the oil companies, they have like a lot of money, and they could just pivot. They could just pivot off of coal and oil to renewable energy stuff because they have money, lots and lots of it, and they could just then, you know, corner that market, right? And they wouldn't have to lose, you know, their business entirely. It would just have to change, but there's just never any, like, I don't know. They just always want to hold on to what they got. Anyway, whatever. Possibilities. Feels like having a hexahedron is better than not having it, so let's take it. This is not detachable. We could switch out the hexahedron for this. And then we could make it blue, and then we couldn't really do anything else. But let's do that, I guess. Can't even do this, okay. But this we can do. And then jump. This is a bit weird because it's like it gives me the footprints up here, but it doesn't let me jump off of this. I guess it does let me do this. It would open it up, but it doesn't let me actually go up. Like, where am I standing? Would I have to do like this and then this to get up here? But then I can't. Oh no, I can switch like this. Okay. A little weird, but okay. I feel like I have more like range vertically in this than I expect to. What did puzzles represent to the founder? Whatever they may mean to us and our culture, what did they mean to her? We have no record of her speaking positively about puzzles. She certainly never expressed any interest in solving more of them. So what if to her they weren't trials to overcome or challenges to enjoy, but a trap she had to escape? Wasn't all she wanted at the end to stop solving puzzles and start living a free life in the real world? I don't know, maybe. Maybe. Oh, you just want green, okay. Sure. I don't see like a line in the sky yet. So maybe we're just somewhere close with green. Maybe just right here actually. Because this seems the only angle that seems like feasible to get here. Maybe from up there, but that seems far. Unless you can get up on something in there, maybe. Maybe you can. Is this actually level 3? Yeah. I was not paying attention. The war. Or just another brick in the war. That's what we are. Anyway, so we have connected here with red here. This opens this gate. We can't really carry this in here because, you know, that is there. I could put it like here. That doesn't really make sense. I can do this and then... Does this make any sense? I don't know if that makes any sense. Wait, what am I trying to accomplish? I'm trying to turn off this? This has no turn off. I'm trying to jump over top? What am I trying to do? I'm not sure. I'm trying to jam it, okay. What I'm trying to do is get that jammer out there. So I guess I'm gonna do this, and then this, and then this, and then that. And then this, and then that, and then this. Sort of like that, I guess.
Good work. Keep going.
Yeah. No green though. We do have a connector in here though, so we could maybe, if we get the hexahedron on the ground, maybe put the connector up on the wall and then connect to green from here. Maybe. Worth keeping in mind anyway. The Devil's Bargain. From Theophilus of Adana to Dr. Faustus, from Marlowe to Goethe, is a story that the ancients keep telling. A wise man tempted by the devil to sell his soul in exchange for knowledge with terrible consequences. I've long wondered why they thought the story so important, and I'd be curious to hear what others think. It says, I have no idea. This was, I don't know, Siba Way. I have no idea. Melduk? I don't know. The ancient writers knew that knowledge is dangerous and its pursuit often leads to tragedy. Damien, knowledge is dangerous for those who want to hoard power. These stories are designed to keep ordinary people compliant. Lebistros, and yet, in a lot of the stories that I've read, the writer seems fascinated with the devil's side of the argument. Alright, Damien's right. It's to keep people compliant. Malduk is right. Knowledge often leads to tragedy. I think they often conflated political anxieties with technological or intellectual progress, because talking about the real problems was the taboo. Knowledge can be extremely disruptive to society. They were grappling with that. The pursuit of knowledge comes at a cost, but without it the world is boring, and deep down those writers knew that. It's a pseudo-profound story that writers reused because it made their work look deeper than it was. I mean, it sounds kind of mean to say, like, Goethe is, like, pseudo-profound, you know? But I don't really know, you know... I don't know how to... And like, Goethe's Faust also has like a second, there are two parts, right? It's been so long. So I don't really know. I don't really know what to say here. I don't like anything. I mean, this, I don't know if I really agree with like that. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't like anything. So I don't really know what to do. I don't know. Let's do the pursuit of knowledge comes at a cost. Maybe that explains why I always find the beginnings of such stories fascinating, but the endings are always banal. If all that can ever happen is either tragedy or the restoration of normality, what's the point? It's true. Oh, I thought they were gonna collide. It looked like they would. Okay. Why are you running around? They definitely ran into each other there. Frogs! No, I wanted, no. No, I missed it. God, no, where is it? Is it still around? I need a frog. Stupid deer distracting me. Come on, where's the frog? Just, what are you doing? Why are you so nervous? Just settle down someplace. There's a frog. Oh, I missed it again. That looks really weird. I love it. Can I just be closer? Can I move? I can't move, wait. That doesn't do anything. So that's left and right. Is that forward and back? But what's this coordinate? Up and down? It doesn't do anything. Okay, what kind of pose do we have? I want something like something really shocked, maybe, or happy. This is a good one. Actually, no, if I think that it's fun though, so we're keeping it. We're definitely keeping it. And frogs. Let's go there. Can we go through here? Doesn't really feel like we can. No, we can. Amazing. Is this gonna be Lithros here? It feels like it should be. looks neat. It is.
You may wonder why I insist on these unsanctioned, unplanned expeditions. Some think it is because I hate civilization and prefer to lose myself in nature. This is precisely the opposite of the truth. It is because I love New Jerusalem that I have to leave. Because it is only when I am here that I fully appreciate what the city means. And also because I believe that if I stayed at home, I would one day be ethically compelled to commit acts of violence against those who, in their arrogance, imagine that humans should live in harmony with the chaos that surrounds us.
Oh man. Relatable though. Maybe not like specifically in the reasoning, but feeling that you would be ethically compelled to commit acts of violence towards certain people. It's definitely like a relatable thought to have, I think. Something's weird about the wing flapping. Still. This looks so pretty. Oh man, alright. There's nothing out here, right? Can we get up here? Come on. Would it be faster to go around? Maybe. Maybe it would be. But come on. There we go. This is much more fun. Where's the front of this though? Here. That looks neat too. Looks like a really big connector or something. Prison. Sure. I suppose we start here. When did I connect to that? I don't think I did, but okay. Okay, 3 things to swap. A hexahedron. Do we want to swap a hexahedron for another hexahedron? Maybe. Okay, red right here. So we could do connector here and then red right here, and maybe this is possible. No. Of course it's not. Get another connector here. And then I need... What do I need? Can I get in there with 1? No. But then I also can't get in there with 2, can I? Like I can't be on top of the 1. And I can't place at my feet while jumping. And I can place at my feet while standing, but then I fall off, you know. Okay, so. And I can't really move this, because once this closes I can't come back out from inside, right? There's no ladder anywhere that I'm missing, right? I guess I can climb over top to get out, but then I can't get back in. And there's nothing in here. Interesting. How do I get you out? Do I just not get you out? Could do red here. But blue would also need 2. So I need that one, right? Yeah. How do I get in there? What am I missing? Because like if I pick this up, this kills it, I can't go in and swap. And there's no way to open it from... Oh, there's blue from the other side, I see. So I would need to do that first. Okay, no. Yes, okay. I see. Let's switch these first, maybe, and then do... There's still one shy, no? Yeah. Unsure. But then I can bring you in, and I can have everything in. And then I can do this. Come on. Trying to go too fast here. Right, and I have a connect out here. Ah, yeah. I can do this again. And now I have access to everything. Okay. We need red here and then blue in there. So we need to definitely get some more connectors here. But since we only have normal connectors, that's really like... Feels like there's not enough we can do. Oh no, there is. Oh no, there isn't though. I feel like I'm still like 1 item shy. I don't need this open anymore. Because this lowered to 2. Yeah, okay. I also didn't see that happen. We need to get blue at the top so it doesn't interfere with red here. Or we go around it in the back. Yeah, we go around it. That's what we do. So we do blue, blue, I guess, and then we can take away red here, and we can take red through here, and then take red. Oh, but no, we can't go around. We still would need to go over top, because we still need to go through it here. Why is this? Why am I? This is weird. I feel like I'm missing a thing, like one more item. The other way around. Right, right. It have to be blue, blue. Is that hitting it? It is, right? And then I can take this away. And I could take blue here now behind red. Now we need you to be this. Oh, it's still gonna interfere though. But I need 2 for both. Don't I? No, I don't. No, yes I do, because it's always gonna interfere, right? Why is this so weird? I feel like I'm missing one thing. Because Because if I do this and this, then this is just gonna disconnect. Because it interferes here. And I can't go... I need to be inside blue somewhere, but I don't know where. So I take this here. It's just always gonna close the door. And like, this doesn't... Like, I can't connect and swap, right? Or can I connect to No, those don't exist. Okay, that seems right. Why? What? This shouldn't be complicated, but it is. Because maybe I don't need this. Maybe I can just do blue, blue. And in theory, we could even do blue from here, maybe, but like nothing is good. No, from here, okay, and then so it's so simple. Here we can get over top and then just do this inside. So dumb. I don't know why. That was just, it didn't make sense to me. It just didn't. It didn't want to line up in my head. Very dumb.
Wandering around these landscapes, solving puzzles. In a way, 1K's experience must be very similar to Athena's in the simulation.
Indeed.
There's one difference though. Athena was alone.
That is true. I guess there was Elohim. And there were like, messages from other people. And there was the Milton Library program thing. But yeah. Otherwise alone. All around. Okay, so we need to switch this. Because we only have a red source here. That would be nice to have. What is my next step? I have no other first step, right? Huh. I don't have another item. And I need this to be the inverter so I can do blue, so I can open this, so I can be in here. And then in here there's just nothing other than a swap for a Chamma, which would be nice to have, but I don't have an item I can bring. There's no way to open this from this side. Okay, that's a really... Like there's nothing I can do? It's a strange setup. There's also green here, which, relevant probably for the other one thing, but like... How do I bring an item in here? Oh, I can just do that. I can switch directly, right? I'm stupid. Again. Just, I don't know. Not a good puzzle solving brain day. Right. Now we could do red here, maybe? With something? We jam this. And then switch this. We can then jam this. And then we can do red right here. We can bring the jam in here. We can jam... Do we need to jam it though? I need you, don't I? Because I need green. I need red and blue, and I can only make blue with the inverter from red. So I need this and the inverter in here. I can open this, but I can't go swap because I don't have another item. Seems weird, but also fine. Issue is I can't open this from this side of this, so I can't actually get this. Because this is gonna be blue. I can open this. And then I can take this out and get a connector for it. I need to open this with something. So if I put this here instead, and then do this, how does this help me? Then I can carry you in here, and jam this, and then I can swap you here. And then I can have this and this. And then I can have you connected to this. And you connected to this. And then there we go. Which way is the statue from here? Like way back there, right? I don't know if we can connect green out of here, actually. I think I want it more like here. So we can see it around the corner. But I don't have another connector now, and I don't have another item, do I? Otherwise I could maybe pour it out here. We'll see. Maybe that's not the green we need. Could be a different green somewhere. Why is it so deep? Just want to get to the other side here, come on. I mean there's... Maybe there's nothing here, but... Still. Well, look at it. It's so pretty. It doesn't really look the same, but it does like kind of remind me of the Long Dark. Just vibes-wise, I think. The nice, you know, skies and like sunsets and stuff. And like, you know, the snowy setting too, I guess. Kind of hard to look around though, so I feel like might miss an artifact. And I don't like that feeling. Because it makes me think I should run all around everything. Forever. This is probably a big island. It looks like it goes on quite a bit. And there might just be nothing there, you know. That's like one thing. That's like really like one kind of complaint, I guess. Is that the areas are really big and beautiful and seem like a real place, but then they're so empty. And it makes some sense, like plot-wise. I'm not saying there should be like, you know, people or buildings or whatever, I don't know. But like, give me some Easter eggs, some weird secrets, something, right? Is this a lab here? Sure is. This one's in, you know, worse condition than the previous ones. Collapsed lab. One of the founder's labs seems to have collapsed. I guess that shows that even the founder has limits. There's no human building that can survive without maintenance. Roots are stronger than concrete. Unless she destroyed it on purpose, of course, but it seems like the ceiling just came down. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the puzzle clusters on the island correspond to the presence of labs. Except the lab near our base camp, which doesn't have any puzzles attached to it, although it does have other strange structures surrounding it. Are the puzzles guiding us to the labs, or are we just finding the labs by accident? I'm not sure. Where's the actual... like where would the door be? Like here? And if the ceiling collapses, does it mean we can find like another way in? Maybe, probably not though. But maybe. Should look around some more. Just forever looking around. There's to go for that sprite still too. And green, yeah. We haven't met anyone on the island yet, have we? I don't think I've seen anyone walking around. That's weird. Where's everyone? Twice. Good map. Good Minecraft map. Anyway, spelled differently though. So you're not really all that useful here. It's most useful would be you. But then also not really, because then, you know, this doesn't do anything. But this gives me another chamber. And then we can look at this. Okay, blue at the end. Fine. I guess. Don't know if I need that even. Because we need blue at the end, right? I can't really... what can I do here? Because if I do this... I only have two things. That's not a lot of things, you know. We can get the chamber out again by taking the other chamber and jamming this, and then taking this chamber and then bringing it out. But then we don't have access to the source anymore. We did turn this red, so I guess that's fine. But then if we do this... How do I move everything in, I guess, is my question here. Because if I do this, and then bring this in here... The swapping thing is just like weird to think about, honestly. I don't know. Because it feels like I need 2 chamas here, but that can't be right. I can get 1 chama inside and cham the inside, or the first one from the inside, and then I can switch this out, sure, but like then what? Then I bring you here, but you're red and not blue. Oh, I need to load you up with blue. Okay, I see. That makes sense. And then I can do it in 1 and have a chama and do... No. Cham the first gate, please. Stand right here for a second, and you go here. Connect to this, please. And then you come out here. But how do I get you to connect here? Because I need to have this. And I need to... Oh, this does both. Oh, I didn't even realize I just did both. Alright, sure. I thought I just did the second one. There's both. Crazy. Right, and then give me a chama so we can jam this, grab this, jam this. No, do this. And then jam inside, yes. Very good.
I often think about how many cities there are out there under the ocean.
Few of them.
Cities where people lived for thousands of years. Cities with their own history, their own culture. All of it lost under the waves. If they'd been less greedy, they could have kept all that.
I don't think we can pass moral judgment on an entire species based on the decisions of a handful of leaders. But I do think they made a mistake. They stopped caring about what they built. They stopped seeing the romance of civilization.
Romance? Romance. Sounds weird. Anyway, whatever. Poisonous Humility. Excerpted from Orthodoxy by G.K. Chesterton. There's some hex. But what we suffer from today is humility in the wrong place. Modesty has moved from the organ of ambition. Modesty has settled upon the organ of conviction, where it was never meant to be. A man was meant to be doubtful about himself, but undoubting about the truth. This has been exactly reversed. Nowadays, the part of a man that a man does assert is exactly the part he ought not to assert, himself. The part he doubts is exactly the part he ought to not to doubt, the divine reason. Huxley preached a humility content to learn from nature, but the new sceptic is so humble that he doubts if he can even learn. Thus we should be wrong if we had said hastily that there is no humility typically of our time. The truth is that there is a real humility typically of our time, but it so happens that it is practically a more poisonous humility than the wildest prostrations of the ascetic. I can't talk. The old humility was a spur that prevented a man from stopping, not a nail in his boot that prevented him from going on. I like that. For the old humility made a man doubtful about his efforts, which might make him work harder. The new humility makes a man doubtful about his aims, which will make him stop working altogether. I had to read this twice to fully understand. It's not... yeah, I relate to that. Alright, let's see what this is. Copy that. And let's get some hex translation going. Always fun, always fun. C3A4 686E. Struggling with the wait 57C3A4 6A. Something wrong. Wait. 57C3A4 686E 74. No, okay, yeah. It's German though. But there's an umlaut in there, and like this website is struggling with that. Oh, this is definitely not parentheses. Come on, what do you do there? 6E, yeah. 25.7C3. It's a C, not a parentheses. Come on. Yeah, it's struggling with the umlauts here, and I'm not happy about that. Also, like, that's not right. C0 A57, not 257. Why is this so bad? It's like not, I can't read it yet. Like the end of it is just a mess. There's another like mistake. There are not two C's in a row somewhere, are there? CC3B, that's not right. It is CC3BC7465. Why is this so wrong? Wait. Okay, A57. Come on. A57. CC3BC405. That's not what it says. It's CC3BC7465. It's not even close. It's just getting worse though. Why is it so annoying to translate? I mean, it's definitely like a quote from something. Maybe I can just Google it. It's probably, I would guess it's good, just based on the fact that we've seen some Goethe here. Wähntest du etwa, ich sollte das Leben hassen, in Wüsten fliehen, weil nicht alle Blütenträume reiften? But yeah, like the hex, it just doesn't, it didn't work. Like the translation is just like it doesn't. So the first one is fine. Like I could have figured it out because it's, you know, the umlaut doesn't work, but like it's, yeah. But then the rest of it is just completely fallen apart. Yeah, I don't know. And it's out of yeah, it's from Prometheus. By Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. It's hard to translate though. I'm like trying to figure out how to translate this for you. So did you believe I should hate life? I don't know, Vanen is kind of weird to translate. It's not really believe, but kinda. It's kind of like a... maybe imagine? It's also like it's like you were wrong about it too, I think. Kinda. And I don't know. Yeah. I should hate life. Flee into deserts because not Blütenträume, like dreams of blossoms matured. That doesn't really, you can't, it's hard to translate. Let's see, go to the Prometheus English. What's the official one? There must be one. Didst thou ever fancy that life I should learn to hate and fly to deserts because not all my blossoming dreams grew ripe? Yes, sure. That's what that is. Fancy, I guess, for Vanen. Why not? Why not? And fly instead of free, it's more poetic for sure. Here I sit, forming mortals after my image, a race resembling me, to suffer, to weep, to enjoy, to be glad, and thee to scorn as I. Very fitting, very fitting. Excursion from Miranda to Athena. It's incredible. There's an entire submerged town just off the coast, surprisingly well preserved. Sailing over it, I finally understood what the ancients meant by eerie. I obviously couldn't have the kind of physiological response they did, but I think the mental response is pretty close. A contradictory response, part melancholy, part fascination. It's strange how tragedy and destruction make the beauty of civilization more obvious. Miranda. P.S. A deer got into the maintenance area and made a huge mess. Sorry, I'll clean it. P.P.S. I may have been feeding it. That's why they're like going crazy. They want me to feed them, but I don't have anything to feed them with. Founding 6, Hypatia's Journal. From Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem, Day 296. Cornelius and Sarabai is still definitely not how you say it. I should have looked up more names. Anyway, went back to the dam today. I've been holding off on constructing any new humans to concentrate on building a home for them first. But there's a limit to what 13 people can do on their own. And everyone is eager to start construction on some of the more ambitious structures. Sarabai's kindness and patience is something that we'll certainly miss out here. Let's actually look it up now. An Indian physicist. Last name, okay. An astronomer. Initiated space research and helped to develop nuclear power in India. Alright. So that's probably who we're referencing here. I still don't really know how to say the name, but at least it's not like a Gaelic name or something, again, which then would have been pronounced very differently, I'm sure. Anyway, Sarabai's kindness and patience is something that we'll certainly miss out here. Our tempers can sometimes run high, and I'll miss Cornelius too. He was there when I was born, and he's just as much a father to me as Athena and Alexander Drennan are my mothers. But I suppose I can always go visit them. The dam isn't that far, and once we complete the monorail in a few decades, it will truly only be a few minutes away. And what are a couple dozen years, really? We might live forever.
Something I really like about Alex, one of the reasons why I'm here doing this, is that she's really humble. She has this incredibly positive view of humanity. She believes we can accomplish anything, but it's not about her. She doesn't think that she's smarter or better than anyone else. She just looks at us as a species, and even though she can see how small we are in the grand scheme of things, she thinks that we could conquer the stars and give meaning to the universe. Even now, even when none of us are going to live to see it. Isn't that awesome?
It is. It is. Alright, yeah, that's it for today. I think we were on track for like a slightly short episode and then... and then we weren't, you know. That's the way it goes, that's the way it goes. And that's it for... That's it for today, that's it for this one. I'll see you... What was that? Is there something moving there? Is it moving in a tree? What is this? Vanished. Looked really weird. Anyway, distracted me again. That's it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.